cultural capital of the world. The
Britain!
Sistine Chapel-
Britain! Britain! Now get down to the chippy and get me some fucking fish!
None of that stuff would ever have been
Oh,
invented
dear.
were it not for the people of Britain.
People
The
of
men,
Britain.
The women, the boys, the girls, and the monkey children that
The
populated
monkey
this
children.
country. Let's
So the next game we're looking at is Little Britain the video game. A game I've actually played before, like once. So I have actually played this before. It's not good. I'm just going to warn you, it's not a good game. But I thought I'd revisit it, and it looks like back when I originally had a look at it, there was no save file, and now there is a save file with 100% complete. Because if you have to play this from the beginning, you play as Vicky Pollard, the one that's in the bikini in this shot, pink bikini, on roller skates, and that's all you can do. It plays like shit. You'd have to get past that mini game because basically what this game is like a collection of mini games. So yeah, and if you're not familiar with Little Britain, it's like a British comedy show. I used to watch it when I was younger. Not when I was a kid, I would say, but when I was younger. Let me give you a little bit of information about Little Britain, might as well. So it's a sketch comedy show that was originally created by David Walliams and Matt Lucas. They're pretty much the ones who played all of the characters. Had 3 seasons and had 44 episodes. And it started. It's at a BBC Radio 4 between 2000 and 2002. Oh, okay. That was a radio series to begin with. It got turned into a television series in 2003 and aired from 2003 to 2007. The kind of comedy that this show has would definitely not be allowed nowadays. It really wouldn't. It would offend everyone, because there was even like you see the one at the very end right. She was pretty much the stereotypical Karen before Karen was even a thing. But yeah, it was basically 2 blokes dressing up as various different characters, poking fun at everything. So, and it was good old fun. It was good old fun. But like I said, unfortunately, you couldn't have anything like this anymore because everyone's too offended from everything. But that's just how it is, unfortunately, nowadays. But yeah, this game came out right at the end of the run in February 2007, so it would have came out right at the end of the TV series run. So even though I would say that this is Blast Entertainment throwing money at just an IP that they were able to acquire, the video game's release kind of makes sense. But then again, it's kind of like Jackass the video game. It's like, why is there Jackass the video game? And then the question goes, why is there Little Britain the video game? It's exactly the same thing. So. But yeah, so this was developed by a studio called Revolution Studios. I'm not really familiar with them. Oh my word. They only developed one game, and that's this game. Oh my word. Okay. Because this was released on not only the PS2, it was also released on PSP and PC. Come on, can we get a fucking Steam release? Can we get a Steam release for this game, please? That'd be fucking funny. Yeah, it probably don't work very well. But yeah, that's just. It's like one of those things where you think to yourself, why? So let's see if the save file actually works. Oh, there it is. Okay, it loaded the save file. We have movies, audio, challenge, tour. Well, if we do challenge, aha! Here we are. So yeah, basically what it is that this game is just a collection of mini games. In my opinion, it would have been actually better if they did something similar to Jumanji with this. I think it would have been more entertaining, where you could pick one of the characters and just play in different mini games. Because you could make this similar to Nippon Marathon if you've ever heard of that game. If you're not familiar, it's basically a game that's kind of like Takeshi's Castle, combined with Ninja Warrior. It's kind of fun, actually, all kind of combined with Wipeout. It's quite a fun game, actually, playing with friends. On your own, it's a bit kind of meh, but with friends, it gets a good laugh. I need to do a video of that on this channel at some point. If they did something similar like that for this game, I think it would be fine, but it's more just a collection of mini games. Like here you have, and these are all like the main, because this is challenge, but tour will be basically playing these in order. So you have 2 mini games with Vicky Pollard. Basically, she's a chav. The joke is that she's like a stereotypical chav. So if you don't know what a chav is, look it up. I'm not going to explain it, or else we'll be here for years. Collect 50 CDs in under a minute. That's what you had to do. Then do 3 tricks in single lap, and then you move on to Louis and Andy, which is they're quite funny. I'm trying to think how to explain their character. So it's like it's hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you don't get offended very easily, just give Little Britain a go. But then again, it's British humour, so you might be a little bit. Yeah. Wow, they got a few in here. David Thomas. He's the only gay in the village. And that's literally the joke. The joke is he lives in a village, and his whole character is I'm the only gay in the village. But actually, other people are actually gay in the village, and that's not allowed. He's like, oh, no, you can't be a gay in this. You can't be a gay in my village. I'm the only gay in the village. So, I think it's quite funny. I'm not going to play Vicky Pollard's one because I've already done Vicky Pollard's before, but I've never played any of those.
One of the hardest dives to do is a forward triple pike. See if you can do it. It's so hard it takes 3 pikes to do it, and they spend all their lives swimming and practicing.
Interesting joke. I like how they actually got the voice you just heard is the actual commentator for the TV series. I'm surprised I actually managed to get him. So it says guide Andy into any of the 3 boards to do crazy dives, as many as you can, but make sure Andy is back in his chair before the time runs out. Bash to make Andy run, and then use L1 to select boards or return to the chair at the end of the game. So yeah, the whole entire joke is that Andy, I guess it is Andy, who's the one who's in the wheelchair, he isn't actually disabled at all. He's like he acts like he's like disabled, like he's like, oh, would you like a chocolate bar, Andy? I don't like it. That's one of the catchphrases. I don't like it. He'll point at something and say, I want that one. I want that one. And then you'll get it and give it to him. You're like, I don't like it. It's fucking, I don't know. I thought it was fucking hilarious when I was younger. I think I need to go back and give Little Britain a little watch. Like I actually do have fond memories of this TV series. It was a lot of fun. But again, you can't have something like this nowadays. But the whole entire joke is that he's not actually disabled. So he would go and do like really ridiculous stuff while his carer is kind of like talking to someone else. And he'd be just doing it in the background. And then by the time he's done, he'll be back in his wheelchair. And then his carer would turn around like, oh, hello, Andy. Yeah, I've just finished talking to the nice lady. It's good. Fucking funny. So let's see how this goes. Let's see how, I know I've been talking a lot. But...
3, 2, I want to get in.
We're going up the big one.
I wanted to jump off the top one.
I don't like it. Oh. So I've got 2 minutes. As you can see, he just goes along and he's just talking, completely distracted. Well, I don't like it.
Jump off the top one.
There you go. And he's just pulling off different tricks. But it's just a mini game. That's what it is. So I'm having to press the X button quickly to get him back up on the thing. And I've got an itchy ear. Fuck. So he's going up. He's like, do you want to select this one? Nope. I want the top one. Just going around. I don't want this one. I want that one. I don't like it.
You know what I mean?
Is he not me? He's just like talking.
Maybe me taking the upper body and you maybe taking the lower body.
So what he's saying is like about like, oh yeah, he can't swim. So he's basically like going, oh, he has trouble swimming. He has trouble with this. Maybe you grab his legs and help him. Trying to help him get into the pool now. When all he's doing is going around and just fucking diving off the boards. It's like one of the jokes that used to happen.
Andy, how did you get up there?
I fell.
Oh, what a kerfuffle.
What's the kerfuffle? How did you get up there? I don't know. I don't know how I got up there. Help me, please. Help. I fell. It's fucking funny. How'd you get up there? I fell. I don't know.
Andy, how did you get up there?
I fell.
What a kerfuffle.
That's the whole entire thing. You gotta like. All right, we'll pick the other one.
Starting.
It's just, but I think one of the things is like this. We're just playing the game as it is, but it's the challenge is to do X amount within X amount of time. But this is what all the games are like.
Jump off the top one.
But he's not a strong swimmer.
He's not a strong swimmer. He always like. Oh dear. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, we've only got 24 seconds left, but I feel like this mini game's going on a bit long. It'll be very interesting if the actual,
Yeah, well, that one.
if the original actors actually were like, yeah, we'll do the voices of the.
Relatively kerfuffle free. Where are you?
Over there.
What a kerfuffle.
Where you gone? I'm over here.
Your
How-
hand slipped.
Yeah, stage failed. Why am I not surprised? That's the thing. I find these like mini games when this is like, or at least when I was playing Vicky Pollard's one when I originally played this game, they're a bit too difficult. Like it should just take this like as it is and just be like, oh, it's a comedy thing. Just have a laugh. Eat 2 fatties in under a minute. Eat 250 biscuits in under a minute.
Marjorie must eat 2 fatties in under a minute.
I don't even know what a fatty
Nowadays,
is.
Non-fatties in Britain like eating fatties so much that they have also become fatties, which means there's more food for everyone.
Gather Marjorie scattered biscuits from around the supermarket, but watch out for patrolling fatties who would love to catch Marjorie cheating on a diet. Oh yeah. She's like, she's on a diet, but she's not actually on a diet. She kept trying to fake that she's on a diet. Oh yeah, I remember that. I need to rewatch the series. It's fucking funny. I think I'd appreciate it more now than I would when I originally watched it. Grab a cake from the Ralph Fatties here. Yeah, let's give it a go. Oh, it's fucking Pac-Man.
I love cake.
I love cake.
I like cake.
So yeah, it's just a Pac-Man parody.
Cake. Have a bit of dust, yeah?
A bit dust. Got a bit of dust here. Eat a little bit of dust. Oh, that was like the running joke. Is like, well, if you're trying to watch your weight, just eat a little bit of dust. That'll be alright. Just eat a little bit of dust.
Give me cake now.
Or we can eat the fatties, I think. Alright, so I had to eat 2 fatties, or attempt to eat 2 fatties. I don't know what the hell that was about. I failed it again, but
No.
it's interesting. It's interesting that it's like a Pac-Man clone. Right, squash 5 frogs in under a minute. Let's try Letty Bell. Letty Bell is like, she's like, I guess the joke with her is that she's just an old, miserable, like librarian woman, but would quite often just end up doing like really gross things. I think there was like a character that used to do really gross
Frogs are
things.
now the second most popular pet in
I don't know.
after dog cats. Letty cannot stand the savage critters. She needs to squash 5 of their slippy hides in under a minute.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Betty.
Push me, froggy valve! Push me, froggy valve! Push me, froggy cake! Push me, froggy balloon! Push me, froggy balloon! Push me, froggy ornaments!
Lovely Squash Froggy.
Push me, Froggy Varn!
Lovely Squash Froggy.
You got all the froggies!
You got all the froggies! Fucking stupid. Oh, what a stupid game.
You have bashed the frogs and killed them to death. Respect.
Respect. Emily and Florence.
Emily needs to score 3 goals in under 2 minutes. If she can, she will be a footy legend. After that, she can be elected to the royal family.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to try and like abbreviate what Emily and Florence are. So basically, they're two transvestites who like to dress up in like I guess classic costumes from maybe the Victorian period. But the joke is that they've got to go around and be high class. Basically, the joke is that we're high class ladies, you know, kind of thing. But obviously, they're transvestites, and quite often the joke is like, oh, somebody sees them and be like, oh yeah, you look nice, and then turns around and obviously it's a bloke, and he's like, you know, that's a joke. Obviously, you can't really make those jokes anymore, but that was the joke. And also to try and not be a bloke, basically. So like this one's the footy is like she sees a game of footy or soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. And she tries to resist the urge to go and play, and in the end, it's like, oh, I can't resist it, Emily. I can't resist. I must play football. And she goes and runs in, and she starts playing football. That's a joke. Obviously, you can't make those jokes anymore. So you could say, yeah, it's pointing a joke at transvestites, but
3, 2, 1,
it's
go!
not trying to bloody, I don't know. Oh. Okay. It's like, yeah, like I said, it's like a mini game.
Yes, sir.
Smacked him.
Oh no, the defender got it.
Have another try. Good save!
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Bad luck, Emily. Have another go. Nearly,
It's
Emily.
going straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Well, it's a bit hard for me to get a goal. I've obviously got to score X amount of goals.
Bad luck, Emily. Have another go.
Ball out of play.
And that went out of bounds. Like, you see what I mean? These games are much harder than they need to be, really. Like, he's probably in the right position.
Good
Yep.
save!
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
But you see, it's like, how am I supposed to do it? I don't see a way of doing it. Like, the AI are pitch perfect.
Maggie is very polite.
I mean, Maggie and Judy. I'm going to try and see if I can play every single one of these mini games. Just have a go.
It's polite to eat everything except the guests.
Oh yeah, so Maggie and Judy was like, I think if I remember correctly, it's like they would go and try other people's food, but they would quite often just like sneeze and or puke or yeah, that's the thing. She would eat, she oh yeah, the joke was right that she'd eat something and then if there was anything that was made by any obviously, so basically the joke is that Maggie, I think Maggie's the taller one, not the one in the pink, one in the like the cream and brown. Maggie would love to try like people's baking and their jams and other things. But if that was made, but Maggie's extremely racist. If it was made by anyone that wasn't white British, you could say, she would spew it out and start puking and that was the joke. Again, you know, some people would find it hilarious.
3, 2,
Some people find it extremely offensive.
go.
It's just how it is, isn't it? Oh, it's just fucking Tetris.
Gingerbread man.
This is not a good one, is it?
Cake. Cherry pie.
This one's fucking weird.
Gingerbread man. Quiche.
Quiche? Is that what that is? I don't like this one. No, this one's shit. Because you've got this tiny little space to play with, and then it doesn't even have it come out in the right order. That would be a very difficult game to do. Right, we've got one more to do, and then we'll call it there for Little Britain.
Get behind Daffy Thomas and help him run over 15 villagers in under a minute. Play up and play the game, if you want.
So he lives in a small village called Lafid or so whatever it is. And the goal for him is to go in. I've already explained what kind of character he plays, right? The goal is to collect the gay magazine. Again, the whole entire joke is that he's the only gay in the village, so no one else can be gay. No one else is allowed to be gay. That's the joke.
Three, two,
Here we are.
1, go. No, you are not the gay. I am the gay.
You are not the gay. I am the gay.
Gay, do you?
Ow!
Oh, I guess don't hit the cyclists. All right. I don't even know what buttons I'm supposed to be pressing to get him to go, by the way. Oh, I can punch. I'm just doing all the face buttons. Obviously, it's not the right thing. I don't know what the buttons I'm supposed to... Oh, this game is fucking stupid. What was the controls? Basically, yeah, run over the gays, yeah.
Get behind Daffy Thomas and help him run over 15 villagers.
Oh, it's X to... Use an extra stick to steer. X is to speed up. Square is to brake. Alright.
3, 2, 1, go.
So just hold X. Here we go. There we go.
We don't want your sort round here. A copy of Gay Times, please. You're probably just a little bit poofy. No, you are not the gay. I am the gay. We don't want your sort round here. Ooh. No, you are not the gay. I am the gay. We don't want your sort round here.
I don't mean to hit these guys. It's just difficult not to hit them, I guess.
You're probably just a little bit poofy.
But you look at the timer.
We don't want your sort round here. You're probably just a little bit poofy. I think you'll find I am the only gay in this village.
See? I don't feel like it's not very nice to you, is it? It just gives you barely enough time to complete it. What is this? What's this game developed by? LGN? Again, this studio's never made anything else, so. But there you go. There's Little Britain. I had a laugh actually. Being able, see, they should allow you to play all of the mini games at the start. Then you could actually have a little bit of a laugh with the game. But the Vicky Pollard one is immensely terrible. It is so bad. But yeah, it's just a collection of mini games. They would have been better off if they had done this as like a board game, like I said. It would have been more entertaining, I think. Then they could have had like clips from the show or got them to film some stuff, some special new scenes just for the game or something. I don't know. But there you go. That was Little Britain. Hope you weren't too offended by Little Britain. You know, again, it is a, you know, if you're like, oh, how do you know? How do you know? It's like, yeah, again, it was a comedy show that I remember watching when I was younger, like 2002 to 2007. I probably watched it when I was in school, in like year 10 or 11 at school. I probably watched Little Britain, and I enjoyed it back then. I probably understand the jokes a bit better now as an adult, and if I'm honest with you, I probably actually will probably give Little Britain another go, or give it another watch. because I reckon the jokes will actually be will be funnier this time around. But yeah, so there's Little Britain. I guess again, it's kind of just meh, if I'm honest. It's not terrible. It's just kind of meh. Let's move on to the next game.